Hello everybody, welcome to this class. We will be addressing the pelvic floor. So think of your hips. This bone here is our pelvis, and within the pelvis, down low, is the pelvic floor and all the associated muscles. Our bladder is held there, the bottom part of our colon, and various other structures. So sometimes the pelvic floor gets weak after maybe childbirth or some trauma or a surgery or just age. And so these are some exercises we could do to help strengthen them. So first, let's just sit, perhaps on a yoga block or something comfortable, a pillow or something. Just place it right under your bottom so that you can feel the sit bones evenly distributed. Yes. So that allows our hips to open up a little bit more than if we're just sitting on the mat or the floor. So it's a little, very gentle stretch. And I want you to focus on the pelvic floor area. So think about if you wanted to stop a urine stream, the muscles involved in that are part of the pelvic floor. Okay, so just envision that area. And we're going to take nice breaths and exhale. Good. Inhale and exhale. Good. Okay, you can make your way onto your back. Yes. So keep the soles of your feet on the floor, and we're going to keep our knees just a little bit wider than our hips. So maybe just, just a little bit wider than the hips. Yeah. Good. So again, focusing all on your lower abdominals and the pelvic floor. So this is let me get this block out of the way. This is a very subtle movement, and I'll use my hands to kind of help you visualize. So this would represent the orientation of my hips. I want to tuck. Yes. So I'm tucking my tail and then releasing. And in doing this, you will start to really feel where the pelvic floor is and the muscles involved in strengthening. So, yeah. Okay, now envision if you were to stop a urine stream, what that would feel like as we rock the pelvis. Okay, so you really have to think about it. Okay, so we're rocking the pelvis and we're stopping an imaginary urine stream. Yes, you'll feel that also in your bottom. Good, and then release. And again. And release. Very good. Okay, let's continue that. So we're digging into the heels, rocking that pelvis, raising the hips up. Only as far as you feel comfortable doing, of course. But this here, we're now using our glute muscles, and all of this, all in this hip area, is all important and involved in the pelvic floor. And on the exhale, slowly put your spine back on the mat. And the last thing is that little pelvic rock back to normal, neutral, I should say. Good. Let's do that again. So we dig in through the heels, rock the pelvis, and then we're raising the hips up, one vertebrae at a time, unpeeling from the mat. Good. This time, while we're up high, take a nice breath. We're going to balloon out this belly, okay? And this, in effect, is stretching all the abdominal organs, stretching your diaphragm, and stretching the deep hip and pelvic girdle muscles. Okay, so nice big breath, balloon that belly out, and exhale. Good. If this is too much, too intense to stay up here, of course, come on down. Inhale. And on the exhale, let's place the vertebrae one at a time back on the mat. Yes, very good. Okay, let's bring the soles of our feet together and allow our knees to just flop out to the sides. This is a yoga pose, Supta Baddha Konasana. I am going to prop up one side because I have a little bit of a hip issue going on right now, but you know, you do you, whatever feels comfortable. You want to put 2 pillows, whatever. Okay, so we're just gently allowing the knees to roll out to the side. And again, we're going to take breaths here. And envision the muscles involved in stopping a urine stream. We're going to contract those and release. Contract and release. Good. Okay. Let's bring the knees back together, feet back on the ground. Good. Let's make our way up to a kneeling position. So you can do this next move. You could do it standing, sitting, kneeling, whatever. I'm going to show you kneeling just for the sake of the space in our camera. I'm going to come up on a high kneel, and this is called a stomach vacuum. I'll show you from the side. And what this does is it really compresses in abdominal organs and low abdominal and hip muscles, and then we release it and we're stretching. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It's a little strange. All right, so we take a nice deep inhale and then exhale completely. When you get to the bottom of your exhale, we're going to bring the belly button towards the spine without taking an inhale, and we're going to hold it. So it looks like this. Okay, so it's this over-exaggeration of sucking your gut in. Doing that, not only are you getting pelvic floor muscles, but you're also getting your transverse muscles, diaphragm. It's very good as a core workout. So let's do that a few times. I'll get my arms out of the way so you can see. So inhale all the way. Exhale all the way. And then when you get to the bottom, just bring your belly button to your spine without inhaling. Let's do that again. Okay. Yes. Awesome. Okay. Grab a block or a book or something to hold on to. We're going to come into this Standing with wide legs and bending over, hinging at the hips. We're going to keep our belly button towards our spine, and we're just going to sink into one side, using the block for stability. Good. Turning those toes up. And in this way, we're stretching these adductor muscles, which are involved with the pelvic floor. Nice tall posture. Keep that belly button tight. Focusing your energy on the pelvic floor. And we're breathing. Okay, let's move ourselves to the other side. So we're digging into that block, coming back up into this forward fold, and then sinking to the other side. Good. Extended leg, we want the toes pointing up. Yes, nice and tall. Feel that nice stretch in your groin and the adductor muscles on the inside of your leg. And breathing. Good. Okay, come right to center again. We're just folding over for a moment. Good. Okay, the next move involves either a yoga block or a pillow or a gym ball. Okay, I will show you with the gym ball because that's what I have. Right in between the knees. And you're going to hug the ball with your knees. And we're just going to bring ourselves onto the back. Good. And we're going to keep our feet flexed so the ankle is at 90 degrees. The knee is at 90 degrees. And then I want the body and the leg at 90 degrees. So I'm moving it out a little bit so that I can achieve that 90 degrees. It's very easy for you to want to come in this way. Let's try to keep it at 90. It's very challenging. And then we're simply going to squeeze together. Yes. And release it. And again, squeezing together in one movement. The ankles and the knees are trying to stay in line with each other, so I'm not bringing just my knees in with my feet sticking out to the side. It's this smooth, unified squeezing. So this really does target the groin and the pelvic floor down low. We'll do this a few times. Squeezing. And again, through this whole practice, we are focusing our energy on the pelvic floor and breathing into it. You see the pelvis, the hips, we're keeping that tucked. In this way, everything is engaged. So we're squeezing, we're tucking, we're engaging, and we're thinking about the muscles involved in the pelvic floor. And this is a wonderful exercise for that. Good. Let's do 2 more. And we're breathing. Very nice. Okay, gently remove that. Good. Let's try one more. There are many different movements you can do to address the pelvic floor. These are just a few. So again, on the knees, if this is too intense, put some padding under your knee. Okay, so I am going to bring out my left leg, and I'm going to use this block to help stabilize me. And I'm just dropping my hip. Yes, this is a nice stretch in the hip flexor of the extended leg. And it's a nice stretch underneath here in the pelvic floor area, the groin. Breathe. Again, thinking about those muscles as we exhale and inhale. Good. Let's just come out of it with a small little hamstring stretch, just bringing those hips back. Good. And let's switch sides. Stepping the right knee out, right foot out. Yes. Stabilizing with the block and leaning into it. Nice stretch. And the groin stretch. Nice and tall in the torso. Breathe once or twice more. And then gently move the hips back to get a little bit of a hamstring. Good. And then come back down to easy seat. You could sit right on that block if you like. Allowing the knees to relax forward. Yes. Awesome. Inhale and exhale. I hope this helped you. Head on over to my channel, Yoga for You. Like and subscribe would be wonderful. And until next time, thank you so much, and God bless you.